Hey everyone, Jen O'Sullivan here. I'm a board certified naturopath. I'm also studying to become a certified life coach. I also have a bunch of other degrees because I enjoy learning. But one of the things that we're starting coming up here very quickly is I have a limited seat participation in a health tracking challenge. So I only have 100 seats. First dibs goes to my current clients, and then I have leftover seats, right? So we probably have about half of those left over at this point. And I wanted you guys to be able to see what this is about and how it would benefit you. And what is a health tracking challenge anyways? Okay, so one of the cool things about health tracking is it gamifies your health. What does that mean? Well, if you could get into a situation where you start seeing numbers, seeing some of the, algorithms and tracking things, and you have someone else tracking alongside of you, that makes it a little bit scarier, a little accountability. Then you can it kind of gamifies it. It's kind of like you're challenging yourself with accountability, and people are moving together, and you have like these challenges and milestones that you want to hit to win things, right? So part of that is I wanted to put together a program, not only for my own clients who were really interested in making some solid changes, but for people who can't get into my practice because I'm way overbooked in a way that's meaningful, that is going to actually give you a change, right? Because I think part of the problem here is as we age, we just don't feel as good. We get into a situation where we're just declining, and you don't know why. Like, how is it that I'm doing everything right? I'm exercising, I'm eating well. Why am I gaining weight? Why is my body changing? Why do I feel terrible? Right? These are valid questions, and I've taken the last, I want to say since January. I mean, it's been a 2.5 year progress in learning about regenerative healing, learning about the science behind regeneration and how our bodies actually work as we age. But in the past, I want to say like 6, 7 months, I've been on a very specific journey to understand how our bodies process our foods, how our bodies process and gain muscle mass, and what that looks like, visceral fat, your body mass index, your bone mass, skeletal muscle mass, all these things that actually play into how our hormones respond, how our emotions respond, how everything in our life is kind of being like understood through our own lens, because each of you are different, right? We're not all the same. There's no one size fits all approach. So what I'm developing is a 6 to 12 month program. So some of you will be eligible for a 12 month and some of you will be eligible for a 6 month. It just depends on where you fall and what you're doing. But what's great about this is going to give you 2 times a week. There's going to be 2 sessions a week, so you can decide if you just want to do one or both. I will have 2 sessions per week. One of the sessions will be on Tuesday morning Pacific time, so that's 9 a.m. Pacific or noon Eastern. So again, wherever you are in the United States or the world, that's a morning session for me. So that's Pacific time, 9 a.m. Tuesdays. The other session will be on Thursday or Friday night. We're going to make sure we have something that's a nighttime session, probably Friday evening at around 5 p.m. The reason for that is to give people who can't do a daytime session, because again, those of you guys on the East Coast, that's a lunchtime for you, so that makes it usually pretty easy for people. And then those of you guys who can't and you need an evening session, that's going to give you a solid time for you to be able to hop on then. And that's something where you're going to be able to do both or one or the other. And what that is a time to learn and grow and be hot seated. You can get on a hot seat there. You can, you'll schedule your hot seat in. You don't have to put your video on. You don't have to show who you are. You can be anonymous, but we're going to work through some stuff. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The health tracking system is based off of a body pod. So Hume Health works with practitioners like myself, and you may have already seen the Hume Health body pods, and it's 90% accurate to a DEXA scan. Now, a DEXA scan is something that you go into your doctor and they scan your whole body, and it's scanning like everything. This is something that's giving me as a practitioner a very clear picture of what you're doing, what's happening inside your body. And I could see it in real time. So you get up in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, and you do your scan. It's like a weigh-in. And you do this every morning at the same time. And then once a week, we'll get together. And if one of you is like, I'm really confused, like we're going to do training, you're going to understand how to read it yourself. But then each of you is going to get a time for to be on the hot seat. So what we're going to do is wait a couple months so that we have like some good readings. And then we're going to start hot seating you guys. And it's going to be really fun because there's two beautiful things that happen when you get hot seated. Again, you can be anonymous. One is there's a big, huge brain mapping thing that happens with accountability when you start understanding what's going on in your body and start applying these things. It's an identity shift that we're going to work on for you. The other thing that happens is because there's so many people and it's not huge, there'll probably be about 20 or 30 people on each call, but just know that they're all, just listening in because they're learning, but there's this again, this sort of adrenaline rush of being on the hot seat, and it actually helps your body change. The other thing is the people that are listening in are learning. And I will tell you, some of the most profound learning times I've ever had was listening to someone else's hot seat. Okay, so this is where how I've run my practice for over a decade, as far as like helping people and coaching, has been this is how we do it, and it works. It's something that has been popular. I don't know of any other practitioner that does it. It's something where you actually learn more, but you have to commit to being there. So that means you're going to commit to one session per week. You can do two if you want, which is great. But I'm going to encourage you guys along the way. And all throughout, we're going to have a different thing each week. So each week, you're going to be learning a different modality of health. And this is where I'm going to be helping you with different things, such as your diet and meal planning and how that looks, what you should be eating, what are things maybe you shouldn't be eating anymore, and why. You're going to learn things that you never knew before. You're also going to learn how you should be working out now. There are changes in your body as you get older that you can't do what you used to do. Okay, and this is a lot of research has gone into this, and I really want you to understand that I'm going to help you make progress where you've never seen progress before, but you got to do the work. Okay, so like I said, there's only 100 seats available, and that means that you guys have to do a couple things. I'm sure you're wondering, how much is this? It sounds expensive. It's free. My services are free. I'm not charging you for this. What I am charging you for is the equipment and or the patches. Okay, so there are three different types of people who would possibly come and join me. Number one are my current clients. My current clients have already been offered this. I have a group of people who already want to do this, so they're in. Those people know what they need to do. Now, those people are already patchers. They're already in my group and they're patching under me. They need to buy the equipment. Okay, I can't pay for the equipment for you. I can't do that. Okay, so you need to buy the equipment. You're going to get the equipment at a discount. It's discounted more than you can get it on their website. You need to buy it through me in order to do this. Now, one of you said I already have one of those. You're going to need to buy the wristband then. So you're going to have to buy the Body Pod. I recommend the wristband. The wristbands are very expensive, but we have a discount again if you package them. So even here, I was like, we should probably get another Body Pod for Jacob because he keeps coming into our room and it's like he wants one. Again, you could do two Body Pods if you want, but you really only need one per family. So if you have one household, and everybody can use it, one per family, and I would just be reading yours, whoever's in the program. And then if you wanted the wristbands, you would do both. So you would either do Body Pod only or a Body Pod and a wristband. Okay, so that's for my current people. If you are in the second category of people who haven't signed up yet and are wanting to sign up with me, because I have a lot of people that are actually looking at this right now, here's the requirement. And again, for my people who are in my concierge, you know that you need to be at a certain level and you have to actually be active. So to get into this program, I'm going to check all of you to make sure, but you have to upgrade to premium this week. Okay, so this is important. And if you're wondering how I make my money on this, this is how I do, because I'm not very little money, by the way. I'm not asking you for a monthly fee. I'm not asking you for you paying for my services. My people, you just have to upgrade to the premium package and stay active each month. So that gives you 3 months of active status. And when you upgrade or buy the premium package, so if you're if you're brand new to me, you need to either upgrade to premium or you need to actually purchase the premium package. That's going to give you a year's worth of patches for one person or 6 months worth of patches for two people. And that's going to get you into my program, this whole program, You're gonna have to buy the body pod as well, so that would be another little small expense. But that is going to get you into the program for 12 months if you're My People, okay? So that's an important distinction to make. Now, if you, like I said, if you've already done all that, you've already upgraded to premium, you have to stay active and you have to buy the body pod and the wristband. Okay, so that's the requirement there. If you are like brand new, like I said, and you're going to join me, you got to do that this week. So everybody has to do that this week because we're actually starting this in August, and I need you to do it this week and get everything in order so that you can get prepared for it. Okay. So those are people that would be on my team, brand new people, people that have already been in, and you will get some notifications today helping you on board with this. The other group of people are people who aren't on my team. You're already a patcher. You're using patches under someone else. And I've had so many of you ask me, how do I get into your practice? How do I join you as a naturopath? I don't have any way to help you. I've never had any way to help you because I need to be able to like have you in my account and in my team and do the stuff. So this is a way. This is a way for you to then get into my practice. Okay. So this is, again, it's limited seats. Crossline does not have first dibs. Okay. Crossline means that you signed up under somebody else and you're not in my downline. You're not in Team Freedom. You don't know what that is. It's like something completely different, but you're staying where you are. Okay, so you're not signing up with me. You're going to stay with your person that you signed up with, which is yay. I want you to upgrade as well. I want you to get your patches. You need to have your patches. So make sure you're using your patches because this is part of it. This is going to give you access to me to ask about your patches. Okay, because I don't answer questions one-on-one with anybody unless you're on my team about patches. But if you're in this group, this is a special like inner circle group that is for this health challenge. You would have access, okay? And for you guys, you have to buy the body pod and at least one band. So it's a package deal. It's about $400. So just know that that's that deal. The other, and it's a discount, by the way. You're still getting a huge discount. And if you went to the actual Hume Health store, it's going to be 197. I think is the cheapest you can get the body pod for, and 250 or something like that for the band. So you're going to get a discount through me, but you're going to need to buy both. So that's the only thing. My people can just get away with doing the body pod. I'd rather you get the band too, but if you're like, you just need the one for now and maybe buy the band later. So that's the difference. So you're not buying patches from me, you're just buying the whole Hume Health system. And so that's how it's working, okay? And then what we're going to do is it's giving you access to me. If you have some really emergency question, you can text me. I don't do one-on-one phone support because it takes too long and because oftentimes that's why I'm doing 2 sessions a week so that you guys can get on and find those. We will have a private, you'll be onboarded into a very small private Facebook group. So again, if you're not on Facebook, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world, but that's just going to give you another chance to maybe connect with the other members. It will be like an open source group so you can actually say hello and it's just a more connection, right? And this is part of how we want to transform our health. We want to get better from the perspective of making changes that you're going to be held accountable for. You're going to do the stuff, you're going to do the work, but you're going to learn some stuff on the way. So this is almost like a challenge certification. Like you're going to be learning things that you can pass on to people. So it's really great. So just so you understand, the body pod itself, you stand on it once a day in the morning at the exact same time every day, and it's scanning your whole body. It's like a DEXA scan for your home. It's really quite phenomenal. I've been using it for the past week and I adore it. It's like my favorite new thing. And it's something that really works. And it's practitioners use it. I have some other friend practitioners that use it and they use it with their clients. And it's great because I can see what's going on in your body. So like if you're having a problem and was on the phone with one of my people today and she's like, yeah, I'm hydrated. And I'm like, are you though? Like maybe not, and then I could actually log into my like hub and look at her account and I could see, oh, well, this morning it says it, and it doesn't say like now, like you don't have to drink water and then get on the machine. It will say like, generally speaking, how hydrated are you? And that's helpful, right? That's a helpful tool. And I can say, I want you to really work on that right now. And then the band is actually giving you real-time algorithms. So it's like tracking your steps. It does heart rate. It checks your your blood pressure. There's things in it that is actually very helpful. It tracks your sleep. So all of that is like it's like wearing one of these, but better. Honestly, when I bought this last year, I was asking them, I'm like, why don't you do blood pressure? Oh, we don't have that yet. I'm like, but every other band does. So this would kind of I don't know that it would replace it. I don't have one yet. It's coming because that was the thing that I was like, that's very interesting, and that's a brand new thing. And they don't have package deals for anybody yet. So they're doing it for us. So again, I just was like, I think that this would be an important thing for us to test out. So this does this. And shift workers, it doesn't matter. Whenever you are, you want to just do it the same time every day. So you just got to figure out when you're able to do that. So you're home once a day. I don't think that you work a 24-hour shift. You usually work like 18 hours or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you work a 24-hour shift. But if it's a 24-hour shift, you're home at some point. So you just do need to do that. And I know, like, I think nurses, things like that, if you're a shift worker there and you go and sleep in the on-call room or something like that, bring it. You should just have the Hume. It's a little scale. You could bring it with you, keep the box, bring it with you, put it in your locker, weigh yourself at the same time every day. Okay. Who would this not be for? Um, I don't know, if you couldn't make the meetings ever, then I wouldn't do this. Don't take a spot, you guys. You have to be at one of the meetings. So if you can't make a Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, or I think it'll be Friday night at 5 p.m. Pacific, because that seems to be like a weird dead space for everybody. Um, you really shouldn't join. Okay, seriously, because that's when you're actually getting all the information. So there will be recordings. So some of you would be like, I'll be fine with the recordings and you can pay to be in it, but it's a little bit of a bummer that you're taking a seat and not actually participating. So participation is key. I have found you will not find success unless you participate, for sure. Okay. There's gonna be some fun things I'm gonna do with my kid. You're gonna see some stuff that he's gonna do some trainings, and I'm gonna, show you how he's working me out, what's been changing for me, how my body has changed, what's happening, why that's happening. I'm 51 years old, almost 52, and nothing was working. And I will say in the last, and I'm not going to tell you to get on a certain diet or anything like that. I'm going to show you different things that you can do that could be helpful for you and explain to you why, and then you're going to make that decision. Okay. So everyone's different. That's what we have to remember. And that's how it's going to work. So if you really can't step on the pod the exact same time, you want it to just be around the same time. Like, it builds on itself. So it builds on understanding what's going on in your body. The one time that I've heard that we shouldn't use it as women is if you are still getting a period, that on the 2 or 3 days that your period's your heaviest, don't use the scanner because it will kind of like read weird. But that's just from other practitioners. So I'm going to ask the actual company, is for real, or have you worked on that? So that's it. And I really am excited about it, but we're going to be giving you guys the links to get everything purchased today. If you are, new to me and you're looking at this and saying, I want to start the patches, I want to do all this, I don't have the money, guess what? You really do need to consider that this is a couple things. So if, let's say, you're brand new, you haven't started patching yet, and you want to get involved in this, you have to spend, it's $1,750 plus around $200 to $400 for the machine, the stuff, the equipment. So here's what I encourage you on. The 1750 package is going to give you a year's worth of patches for you, or 6 months for two of you, if it's like you and your spouse. What's going to happen is that's going to get you into my program for a year. Okay, so think that through. You're going to get the patches and the program for a year. That's a huge value. But not only that, is I'm going to teach you how to make that 1750 100% tax deductible, meaning on your taxes next year, you can deduct that plus more. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to deduct things that will be legally able to deduct from your taxes so you pay less in tax. So I'm going to save you money. Okay, and then your health is going to get better, and this is something you can't not afford. Okay, so this is so important for you to hear when I say this, that I want you guys to get healthy and I want you to save money on top of it. So what you can do is figure out what credit card do you have that has around $2,000. It's like 1,900 and some odd dollars. What credit card do you have that you can then see if you can get special interest for 3 to 6 months if you pay it off, right? What the 1750 package is going to do for you, and it's this week only, okay, now through Sunday, is that that's going to give you, like I said, the year's worth of patches, but it's also going to give you 3 months of paycheck eligibility. So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to invite one person. I want you, and this is on you. I don't make money on this. You're going to sign up one friend or family member to try the patches, and it doesn't matter how they sign up. They can just be a preferred customer. They can sign up as retail. You just need to bring one person on board. And then I'm going to legally show you how you can create an entire tax deduction for the entire year legally. Okay, so I love legal things like this that are completely legal and save you a ton on taxes. So would you like to learn that? And you get taught that in my program as well. So this is an interesting program that's going to help you on many levels. And I really want you to get started today. So I want you to text me if you're ready to get started. Okay, you text me personally. There's two numbers that I have. One is me personally. One is a text number that you would get a text message from that says like we're starting our Zoom right now. Don't text back to that because that's not my personal number. That's just an automated like no reply number. My personal cell phone number is 949-282-9745. Okay, so if you're all in and you're ready to go, I need to know. So I need you to text me on that number, 949-282-9745, and you tell me what you need. You gotta let me know I'm not on your team. I'm already using patches. I'm ready to do the program. I am on your team. I already upgraded to premium. I'm ready to go. I'm not on your team. I don't have patches. I need patches. I'm ready to go, right? So you got to tell me who you are. What is it that we're working on you with? So if you're brand new, never used patches, I'm going to get on a call with you probably today or tomorrow because I want to make sure we're going to get you a customized package. I'm going to learn a little bit about what your goals are. That's how I brand new onboard people. If you're already on my team, we've already done that. You know, work with you guys all the time. We're just going to get you in first. So I need my team to already get in. And then if you're crossline, you'll get your links tomorrow. You'll start, getting all of that to get started. So I'm very excited, and this is going to be a super fun program. Some people are like, what do I do if I can't join now? You can wait. You don't have to join now. Again, it's a 6 to 12 month program, so you could join now and then like hop on board when you're ready. But realistically, you would want to join now and start now. But if you can't, you could wait. I can't guarantee seats, okay? Because right now I can only handle 100 people. So if we have 100 people and then there's a waiting list, what I will end up doing is in September, if one of you all in October just was not participating, I might actually kick you out. It doesn't mean that you're out. It just means like I'm pulling you out of the group because I only have space for 100. You're taking up space and you're not actually participating. And some of you know who you are. Like you'll be like, I wanted to do this and then something happened. Totally fine. Okay. I will extend your thing by a month, but I need 100 active participants for this to work. Okay. This is a challenge. It's going to be fun. If you're not participating, it's not fun and you take up a seat. So it's 100 active seats that I have. So if you think you're ready to go for this, then let's go. If you're not, just wait. Wait and see when I do another round. Okay. I don't know when or how or what, but I might say next in September, I have 10 seats open. Maybe. I don't know. But again, it goes to my people first. It goes to all my people first. I have a lot of people. So, all right, that's it. So I hope that this is helpful to you, and I'm excited to get you on board and doing this, and I look forward to hearing from you. All right, take care, everyone.